Hi, this is Toni Wade, the Compassionate Investor, and we've been talking about living for free and teaching you on how to sustain yourself. Now, this is the last step in the process, and I'm so excited that you're here because this is where you plan the next level. See, my goal is not that you just sustain yourself. My goal is that you live an abundant life and that you are prosperous as your soul prospers. So as we move into this space of planning for the next level, you need to take some necessary steps in order to get there. Now that you are living for free and you own that investment property, or you are at least renting, or you have a mortgage on that property, your goal is to pay off that mortgage as soon as possible. So if you didn't purchase it outright and you have a mortgage on it, any excess money that you get, I want to encourage you to paying that down. Why? Because as you own that property, all of the cash flow that comes into that property is actually yours. So you won't be paying a mortgage. Everything would come to you after you take the expenses out. So the quicker you can do that, the better. There's actually calculators out there that you can get to show you how to pay your mortgage off fast. I want to encourage you to do that. You're also welcome to send me comments, send me messages. I'll gladly send some information to you to show you how to pay your mortgage off quickly. So once you've done that, then there is one or two different ways that you can move in your next level. The first way that you could do it is as you are in your duplex, because remember, you're living on one side and you're renting out the other, and that's been maximized. Hopefully you have maximized your rents to its fullest capacity in that space. So everything that's excess, you have been putting aside for the type of things that you're going to do to grow your capital. Now, you could then go to another duplex. Now, I want to encourage you to look for a fourplex. And the reason why, what you can do with two, you can clearly do with four or bigger. So follow this example with me. So where you are right now in your duplex, let's say you're getting, your mortgage is $750 a month, and on the other side you're making $1,000, okay? Because you've maximized your, or let's say you're making, I don't want to give an enormous, let's just use this example, $1,000. So you're getting $1,000 on one side, you're paying $750, so that's an excess of $250. So when you purchase another property, you now have four. And if four of those can also bring in $1,000, now you would just have to pay the mortgage off that. Let's say your mortgage is maybe, I don't know, $1,500. Now you take that off the four, you are profiting $2,500 off of that. That's paying for that mortgage, and now that's excess money. So if you look at planning your next level, that is critical to helping you prepare for where you want to go next. Because clearly, where you are right now is not your forever home. This is just a stepping stone to get you to where you want to get ultimately in your own property. Because being alongside somebody in a duplex won't serve you long time. This is a short-term goal. So let's say after 2-3 years, you're ready now to actually purchase a property for yourself. You have a family now maybe, or maybe you're already a family and ready to be in your own place. So imagine now that you're ready to purchase that home for yourself, you have a duplex and you have another duplex or fourplex. All of that money coming in, if you've done this right and you've paid off your mortgages, that should all be now cash flow for you. Now, I'm not clearly telling you could do that all within a short amount of time. Like I've seen some calculators, depending on how much you borrow, be able to significantly pay that down pretty fast, because it's all about what you pay toward principal. But as long as you practice doing that diligently, and you use a calculator to help you determine how quickly to pay that off, I would tell you that's when you would be ready to then go into your own personal property. But once again, that's a preference. As I told you, I like to save a lot and I'm very frugal, so I like to pay everything down, pay off debt pretty quickly, and then once debt is paid, I then think about what my next steps are. But do what's comfortable for you and your lifestyle and what you want to create for yourself, because the goal is just simply to plan that next level so that you can ultimately still live for free in the property that you end up in at the end. So So that would be your goal, to take yourself to that place. Now, one other thing that you need to be considering through this process, because that's just dealing with the properties. But since you've been on this journey with me, going through these steps by steps, remember we talked about your passion and your purpose? Well, don't you want to be working in your passion and purpose? Now, if that's still something that you want to do and your current position where you are right now is not allowing you to do that, you might want to consider creating your own business around what that passion and purpose is. That is the great and best opportunity that you have to do during this phase, is to see if that's something that is in your wheelbarrow of things to do. Now, I've been an entrepreneur all my life. I've been doing this type of work since I was a little kid. I just didn't realize I was an entrepreneur until now. Here I am, a serial entrepreneur, as my girlfriend always likes to say. But I see that everything that I have created feeds exactly into my passion and my purpose. I've had a credit restoration company because I like helping people. I have my real estate business. I've got my brokerage business. I've got a training business. All of these things lend itself to what it is that I do, is I'm in my purpose. So if you have a desire of building a business that's going to help you be in your purpose, this is the best time to do that, because now you're in a state where you're sustained. If you're currently still working your job alongside this, beautiful. But now let's take it a step further. Let's now think about, if you desire to build your own business, let's start putting some things in motion so that you can do that. A lot of that's going to require figuring out what it is that you want to do, and then from there building out that plan. There are organizations out here that will show you how to walk down that path of being an entrepreneur. My favorite one is the SBA. When you deal with the SBA, they have so many free services for you there that you can utilize to help small businesses get in position for building and growing. And that is the state that you want to be in alongside you while you are sustained, because you have that property and you're putting money aside and practicing those practices, and you also still have that job. Hopefully some of the things in that job aligns with the work that you want to go into, because that is going to be important as well. I'm not telling people to go quit their jobs tomorrow, because everybody needs to be, you need those resources. And you might love what you do every day, just like I loved my job when I had it. But it was time to move on, and I thank God every day that I did move on. But you're in full control of your future, and when you make sure that you are doing the necessary things to give you those skill sets so that you can have your own business, then that is going to be a beautiful thing for you. So I'm excited for you at this stage of ending and going through each step of our Live for Free system, and I look forward to hearing your results. So be sure to give me comments, and I'll be back in just a moment.